This is a Steven Smith appreciation video. I mean, what a player, man. Every time one of the big fours, they score 100, the conversations get really heated up in the social media pages. But let's leave it there. We're not going into that space. But take it from me, this was not an innings which Steven Smith played under pressure. In this series itself, I'm sure there will be conditions when Australians are really under pressure and Smith will dig it out. That's when his real energy and vibe comes into play. This was one of his normal, easy, relaxed kind of an innings. Yeah, there were challenges and it will be interesting to see how the series progresses. But again, England came out with that baseball and the sword out. Now, with Australia having a good bowling side and they're playing pretty much sensible cricket, even though they batted at a higher rate than they usually do, with Warner coming out with very much positive aggression and also Travis Hunt scoring at a good rate. Australians scored at a pretty good rate. The question is, there are doubts creeping into the thought line of even the English pundits. The former captain Nasir Hussain was in the commentary asking his fellow commentator, so what do you think about this all philosophy of baseball? Is this very attractive? Do you find it attractive, or do you think this is just rubbish? That conversation has been triggered thanks to the quality of Australian bowling. Now, against a lesser opposition whose bowling is not that strong, English batters will be so much on fire, and on a flat track that will look attractive. But yeah, things are the way they are. But after 2 days of test match cricket in Lord's, this test match is nicely poised. It's amazing the way it stands now. And the third day, I think, could actually give an advantage to either England or Australia. But I think if the Australians can get a few quick wickets, a couple of quick wickets in the first 30 to 40 minutes of game tomorrow, that's going to open a nice, interesting floodgate. And that conversation that we mentioned earlier is going to come back stronger. And also a word about Zimbabwe, who won their first Super 6 match today. It was a good game and they won it quite comfortably, even though Oman came close, but that was always in Zimbabwe's kitty. Now they are a step closer to actually realizing their dream of actually playing this upcoming Cricket World Cup. We'll keep you updated. All eyes are on the West Indies match, which will be happening on Saturday, but tomorrow Sri Lanka will be taking the field. It's all happening. It's all happening.